I love business. Business is the coolest thing I can imagine anyone doing. Running a business can be the most rewarding thing. We get to inspire the people that we work with. We get to make some really cool products and services. And ideally, we build some wealth for ourselves and maybe for the future generations of ourselves that follow. It's a cool place. But business can be hard. And one of the things I want to talk about is headspace. Getting that head right, getting that mental capacity to weather the tough times in a business is absolutely vital. The thing about business, though, is we all know it can be tough at times. And so getting your headspace right is critical to making a success of yourselves. In fact, when I'm talking to people starting out in business, or even those wanting to really grow their business to the next stage, I often say there's two things I want you to know. Number one, you are going to work harder than you've ever worked in your entire life. And number two, you're probably going to go backwards financially. And you can see people's reactions when I say that. You're going to work your butt off and you're going to have less money. How does that feel? And I call that the valley of death. We go through a valley of death when we start a business for probably a good few years. But the other side of that valley of death is where the reward of business is that I talked about. It's really critical that you acknowledge those things and ensure that when you get those tough times that you've got that headspace ready to deal with it. So how do you deal with that? I often like to think about people that are successful in business and what's made them successful, and clearly the headspace argument has played a big part of that. The first of these things is they work their butts off. So even when times are tough, they continue to work and they work hard. The second thing is they make great decisions. If they don't necessarily know the answer to something that they're looking for, then they'll seek some help. And the third thing is, and this is critical, they have a relentless belief in themselves and their cause and their business. Even though they know that they've got weaknesses, they still believe in themselves. And I think that's critical. So what do you need to do? What is it that's going to make the biggest difference to getting your head right for business? The first of these things is to make sure that you're preparing. You've always got to prepare like you're an athlete. Treat yourself like you're in some sort of sports game or you're training for something. So keep yourself physically fit. Also look at the mental stimulation that you need. Read widely. But it's also critical with all that busyness and all that tension around finance to take some rest. Try not to work the weekends if your business will allow it, or at least get some time off in your week. And finally, get some people around you that can encourage you and inspire you when times are a little bit tough. And that's headspace. Get it right, and it'll make a big difference to your business.